G'day, welcome back to Duxola Gaming and Elm Creek Farm. Yes, that's right. We're back here in the US, continuing our farming exploits, and we are on our next game day, and we're going to get cracking into it right now. So, July 3rd, 7:22 in the morning, and we've got some things to do. Right now, overnight, we did talk about what we're going to do with the milk, and I've already done that to one of our milk areas or one of our milk sheds. We've got another milk shed to do that too. And we've also got some another milk shed to install, which we were talking about yesterday in the last episode. I say yesterday. And we've got some other stuff to do. What I need to do initially here, though, is I want to get our new bakery that we installed, our Aftershock bakery, up and running. Now, I need some jam for that. Now, it just so happens in consolidating all of our goods, we didn't actually consolidate our second warehouse. So in our second warehouse, that's where I've got all the products from the jam and juice factory and also from the factory. So I've got a whole pile of jam and juice and stuff over there. So I'm going to go collect the jam that I need. I'm going to deliver that over to the Aftershock bakery before we get back and get our combines unloaded and all that sort of stuff, and then we start playing with cows again. So we'll just quickly dash over there with these. I'm not going to get the Xerion and the other smaller trailers over. This should be sufficient. So we'll get this going over there. So we need to go up to the warehouse. I don't know what I've got left in the factory over here at the moment. Well, in fact, I could probably unload. No, I'm not going to do that. Let's just go and do what we're going to deal with. I do need to turn then that into thinking about it. I need to turn that into distribution for the jams, and that way we don't have to worry about it. But this way I can clear off a lot of the stuff that's in the shed here and utilize it for the production of the Danishes and stuff as we need to. Just makes a little bit more sense. Right, bring them up here. There we go. That'll do. Now I'm going to set both of those to auto load. Right, and we're going to go in here, and I'm going to stop running around. As you can see, we've got all the jam. Right, now what jam do we need? Let's just double check. We haven't done a lot of work with this, so we don't know. There we go. So, right, I need apple jam, blueberry jam, lemon jam, pear jam, plum jam, raspberry jam. Okay, apple, blueberry, lemon, pear, plum, and raspberry. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Right. We will have to check a couple of times. Plum jam was one. So unload those. Done. Orange jam was one, I'm sure. Okay. What else we got? Lemon jam? Not so sure. Apple jam? Definitely. Let's get the apple jam out. Right, there we go. We've got a full load there already. Right, let's take this over. And work out what else we need. Alright, so this is the first stage of new production, so this is good. But it's just what we end up doing. Now the factory is chock-a-block by the look of it as well. Just looking over there, there's a whole pile of crates over there which we need to look at. Now I don't know if I've set the syrup house there for producing our soap yet either. We should be producing animal fat. I don't know how much we've produced already, but that should be getting up and running. Sign is still there. I must go and edit that out. Alright, our combine over there is ready to offload. He's sitting there waiting patiently. It's okay. I think the other one is also ready to unload. Yes, it is. So they're both waiting for me to pull my finger out and go and offload them. But first off, we'll get it in here and we'll offload this. This will get 3 products running, hopefully. Don't think I've extended the. No, I haven't. I need to edit the load point here, I think. Flour at 25,000. I'm doing 70,000. Alright, so it should be taking a bit more than that. Alright, so what was the other jam we had on here? I can't remember now. But it's not taking any of that. That's fine. So we've got plum jam and apple jam has been loaded. Raspberry pear, lemon. What's the other jam I got there? Can't remember. Oh, it's orange jam. Wasn't there an orange? No. Okay. Alright, orange is not used there. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so we'll take this back. I'll flow these back into the warehouse. And in fact, no, what we'll do is we'll just go sell these off. Why not? Now I think this is actually going to be what's sitting at the side of the warehouse at the moment as well, isn't it? Orange. Anyway, that's alright. We'll quickly get rid of this. Snappy $63,000 from the jam. Alright, head back in. Alright. I'll just take this into the warehouse now, and then what we'll do is we'll go and do the combines, get the combines running. Oh, that's our new milk storage there, by the way. That's what I did mean to show. We'll get back to that in a little bit. Now, what is this here? Is that orange? That's apple jam. So we are going to need that. So that's fine. So we're going to come down. We're going to collect all that. Right, so we've got that in there now. So we were looking for, let's have another quick look. Apple jam, blueberry, chocolate, and honey. Okay. What have we got in here? Honey. We've got honey there. We only got a little bit of honey there. Was lemon one? I can't remember. Oh dear, lemon. Yes, so lemon. Right, let me just quickly write these down. Just let me. I'm gonna quickly Alt Tab. Just very quickly going to go apple, blueberry, chocolate, honey, lemon, pear, plum, and raspberry. All right, sorry about the alt tabbing. That's okay. Not that you saw much. Right, so that's what we're going to do. So let's try this again. Jam, lemon jam. Yes, we're going to take lemon jam. Right, you are not running very well, so I'm going to offload you and then reload. So we had lemon jam put on there now. The next. Looking for the jams. Is that it? We cleared it out. Let's have a quick look. Juice, juice, and juice. Pasta sauce. There's no more jam. Right, excellent. Well, that's all there is. That's okay. All right, so let's go now, and we're going to offload our combines. Right, so we'll get these underway. And then we'll come back to dealing with the aftershock bakery and stuff after that. Right. So many facets now. And I know I've said this before. Now with the update 1.5 Dragon Den production pack, and some others have said this to me previously, we've commented on it definitely. We definitely are at the point now where we could just purely not worry about anything else other than just production, and we could be very successful and very busy insofar as doing our production chains. And that's not in any way, shape or form a bad thing. I think that adds an extra element to the game. But what we do have to be mindful of too is we don't want to be at the point where we obliterate all our other farming. So I mean, if I wanted to, really, all I need to do is have orchards, greenhouses, and animals. And pretty much that is something that be self-sustaining. So I can turn all the land into greenhouses, orchards, production facilities, and animal facilities. And that would primarily be most of the time needed to be spent. And we've got a full-blown game just doing that. Wouldn't have to worry about going out and planting any crops or anything like that, apart from trying to do other things like pasture and stuff like that. But certainly there's enough just purely in what we've got there now without having to worry about going and doing a whole pile of farming on the fields. So I mean, it provides a huge amount of gameplay variance. Certainly not anywhere near what Giants had sort of planned on, I guess, because again, it's like everything Giants seem to do, and I'm not going to end up being a Giants rant today. They implement something and they tend to do it, I'm going to use the term, the good Aussie term, half-assed. They do a portion of it, and they do part of it well, and the rest of it they just stuff up. So, like seasonal growth, it's the copy of Seasons, and that Realismus modding brought out to us in FS17 and 19. Probably the best mod that's ever been released for Farming Sim. And Giants go off and create their own version of it for FS22 called Seasonal Growth, and they do a half-assed effort of it. It brings the basics, but it could have brought so much more, and it's just very disappointing that they do it that way. But that is Giants' mantra, seemingly. That's the way they do things. And again, I'm not just having a spill on Giants now for the sake of it. It's just a reality of the way things have been done. So they've done the production, and they did very limited production. There was so much more they could have done. And that's been displayed by what Black Dragon has done with the Dragon Den pack. And to say, many others have also done as well, with their production facilities that have been created. So there are a plethora of production elements out there. And there's certainly so much more that can be done in relation to production than just what we get from the Dragon Den pack. However, the Dragon Den pack, however, does give us an all-in-one solution that is beyond compare currently with Farming Sim 22. There's no other production pack or elements that in one package provide the immersive and diversified gameplay in relation to production for FS22. There you go, I said it. Right. Anyway, so we're going to continue on and get all this transport over to the silos now, and then we'll come back over and continue on. So 237,000 wheat. So we'll see what we've got in the bin. We might have to start selling off some wheat, or then again we might just send it straight up to the flour production. Up to the flour mill. Right. He's almost finished in here, so then we're going to have to come over and start collecting all our straw before we turn this field over. We're going to have a look and see when planting of sugar beets and potatoes is going to occur. We may have to do a very quick turnover, and we may not. So we'll have a look at that and see exactly where we're at with that. Tried so hard to hit the silo then. That was sarcasm, by the way, but I went very close. Alright, first trailer unload. Yeah, we haven't got any wheat in the silo because we have been using it all for that. So as you can see, we've got 262,000 litres of solid fertiliser, 125,000 litres of seeds in here. Now, the problem with that, I'll start offloading this other trailer first. Right, the problem with that is if I run over here, we've also got a silo here that's got lime, liquid fertiliser, seeds and solid fertiliser. So I need to bring all that over here from there over into here. So we'll do that while we're here. So I'm going to reverse back up. Right, I want wheat. So I had mineral feed there for a second. Lime. We'll put the lime in. Okay, next load. Solid fertiliser. So yeah, so we're taking it out of the primary silo here and putting it over in the other dedicated silo, which just means that we haven't got it split, which is not what we wanted to do. Well, I mean, we originally put in this main silo because we had nowhere else to put it, and then we put the other silo in, and I just forgot to bring it over and transfer it. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. All right. So we'll offload this over here, and then I think the combines should both be almost finished their fields. So we'll go and check that out. And then I'll go over and we'll talk about the milk, and I'll probably install another cow pen before the end of this episode. The other thing I was talking in the previous episode about the problems we were having getting ready and starting recording again, how it was a bit stressful with OBS wasn't working and a whole pile of other different things are happening. The other thing, some people were complaining with the 1.8 patch or whatever it was we got, the last patch we got, that it corrupted their control config. I didn't have that at all until the last few days, and then I've had nothing but problems with the steering wheel. With it losing the config. Now, the config looks okay when you go into the options in game, or when you're in the map. But then all of a sudden you go to use it, and the controls are all stuffed up. You go out, you check the config file, it's exactly as it should be. So there's no issues with that. It's just bizarre. Again, I'd like to blame Giants entirely for it. And I'm probably gonna. But yeah, it's just some of these bizarre things that seem to happen. And I mean that problem with the config for the controls has been an ongoing, an on and off issue with Giants for ages. Some patches they break it, other patches they don't. So I don't know. I tend to think it is Giants' problem. It's a problem with Giants there somewhere, but I can't for sure say it is, as much as I would love to. Right. Okay, let's unload. And this will be the last of the wheat. Well, apart from the other combine, of course. Right, it's done. Off we go. So he did that field quite well. All done, no issues, which is a rarity. Looks like the other combine has finished on the field, which is good. That's where we're heading to now. We'll offload him, and then, like I said, we'll look at putting in another cow pen, and we'll stock it probably halfway with young cows, with calves, and then we'll continue on with all the other jobs we've got on. Where's he finished off? Up over there. No, he's not quite finished. He's got one more run. Timing is perfect. Look at that. Impeccable timing. It's like I planned that, wasn't it? You would not believe the timing. Look at that. Absolutely spot on. Bingo. Look at that. Ah, I tell ya. All right, he's offloaded. Now, I'm going to move the truck over here onto the road. I'm just going to park it there for now, and then we'll take it to the side a little bit later. I may even do it off camera, who knows. We'll just get this off the field for now. I won't even park it on the road. Actually, I'll park it off the road so it's out of the way in case local traffic wants to come through for whatever reason. All right, there we go. All right, now we're going to run over here. And we're going to see about putting in another cow pen. Now, what we're going to talk about first is very quickly a couple of things. So we've got this milk storage facility here. This is part of the Dragon Den pack. This actually holds cow's milk, sheep's milk, and goat milk, which we haven't spoken about as yet. But anyway, that's there. Now we can buy milk in as well. If you come over here, we can actually buy milk in if we want. It's got a 1.5 million capacity. I've got another version of it, the original version of this. And I was going to use that, but I didn't have that enabled, so I haven't used that for the moment. Now, over here at our cow barn, I've also got this extension. So this extension you can add in, and it adds 500,000 litres to the storage. So as you can see now, if you can see on the bottom right-hand side, the milk capacity for the cow pen here now is 620,000 litres. So originally it's 120,000 litres, now it's 620,000 litres. So that provides an extension. So what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the other cow pen. Now this is going to be more interesting because I've got the silage pit next to where I would normally put that extension. Right, so that's there. I'm going to see if I can put the extension here and see if it picks up. I'm thinking it might do, but I just want to make sure. Is there? Okay, so we're going to rotate that. Now I want to make sure my alignment is pretty close. There we go. I'm going to put that in there like so. Now, let's see. Did it work? Milk. 720,000 litres. I don't know why it's got more milk capacity here. Anyway, that's fine. Excellent. So, that's good. Done. Now, what have we got in here? We've got 180 cows there. Right, now I want to run over here. Now, this is where I'm looking at putting more cow pens in. So let's go to our construction menu. Animals, no. I want to go DD production. And we want to go to... No, it is animals. So, okay. Cows, DD production, cow barn with feeding robot. Right. So that's what we want to put in. Now, it won't fit there without us moving stuff. Now, if I rotate it that way, and you get access around through there, I am going to need to remove those. So what I could do is I could have those orchards up through there, which is fine. And then I could put another 1, 2 cow pens in here as need be. What do you reckon? Do we do that? I think we do. Or alternatively, I can do it that way. That might be a better way to do it. If I do it that way, I can have 1, 2. I can still have room to go down that path through there. We put a path in through there. That might be the better way to do it. Okay, so let's sell that one. I sell that one. Sell the water barrel. There we go. Okay, so that's now done. Now, the other thing is, though, I need to make sure I've got room to come in and out of here. That may be problematic. So I may have just sold that for no reason. Yeah, that is going to be problematic, isn't it? Put one there like that. Yeah, I have to change the creek. Right, that's not going to work. Not going to work the way I wanted it to. I could do that. Maybe that's the way I do it. I do that. So let me line up my fence. So I'm lined up with the orchard. It's pretty close. Right, I'm going to line up so I can come out through there. I can still get out to there. Like that. I'm going to put a bridge in over here so I can then come back up this way and out over here. I've already got that access through there, so that'll provide access there. That'll be fine. All right, now the other one. Yes, I'm going to put two in. I've decided. The other one we can put in there like that if we wanted to. Very similar. Maybe we can bring them close. How will that work if they go close like that? Probably only going to need to put one manure pen in that'll share for both, and then I only need to put one silo milk extension in for both. Oh. Let's try that. I'm going to line them up as best I can. Problem is, though, I don't know if I'm... Put it down that way a little bit. That's aligned with that path almost. That's probably going to be okay. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to now go back in here, silo extensions. I'm going to grab you. And I'm going to put you in here. I'm going to grab... that still fits all right. Like that. Right, let's have a look now. So, right, that buggered me. Let's run up through here. So 2 more cow pens up here. Now what have we got? Milk capacity. So it has increased the milk capacity, which is good. So 720,000 for that one. 720,000 for that one. Don't know how that's worked really, but anyway, that's fine. Whereas 720,000 total, probably more likely what it is. Okay, that should be fine. All right, so we've got them both in there. Now, I need to buy some animals. So I'm going to come in here. Right, I'm going to buy in here some brown Swiss. 60. And same again. Whoops. Select, buy, there we go, 120. Select, buy, yes, 180. Select, buy, yes, 240. I'm going to buy 300. Select, buy, yes. Okay, so we've got 300 young calves, right? And then do the same over here. Go. I'm going to get some. Do I get some Angus? No, I'm gonna do Holsteins. So we want to do milk. Buy, yes, okay. Buy, yes, okay. There we go. So 300 Holsteins as well. There we go. So they're in place. And they're in place. All right. Now, one thing I do like to do for my pens, I'm gonna come in here, landscaping, trees. I like to give them a bit of shade. I'll give them medium oak. Give them a large oak. Large oak there. A large oak there. These guys over here. There you go. All right. I'd like to give them a bit of shrubbery. Okay, I think that's going to work. So we'll see how that all pans out. We're now going to have to fill these guys up with supplies. So the next job of the next episode is going to be getting these up and running. So that will be the plan. We've got down to 4 orchards now, although we can actually put orchards back over in here, because if you remember, this is where we had orchards previously. So if I find I need more orchards, I can just come in here and go DD production, orchards, large orchard. Oh, it's not going to fit a large one there. Medium one. Well, I didn't want to do that. I'm going to put medium ones in. So demolish that. I just stuffed that up entirely. Right. Anyway, I'll fix that up. But yeah, I mean, you know what we're talking about. So we can put some in there. I actually did have them out further, so that's stuffing that up. But we can put medium ones in there if we need to. But there we go. So now we've got 4 cow pens running. They're not all full, but we've got them running. So we should now start producing a lot of more milk and really start profiteering from that. All right, that's used a fair bit of our money up as well, which is all well and good. But I think, well, by and large, I think we're in a good position now to continue on. I'm going to come through. I'm going to open up my sheds so I can come through and put the straw in. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you liked the episode. If you did, press that like button. That helps us out immensely, and we really, truly appreciate it if you would press that. It doesn't cost you a thing, but it helps me out immeasurably with the channel. So please consider doing so. And also, of course, don't forget... Oh, actually, I'll have to put a slurry pit in too, don't I? Where can I put a slurry pit? Do I need a slurry pit? No, I probably don't. Probably don't need a slurry pit. Yeah, I'll probably go without. Don't forget to join us on Twitter, Discord, and Facebook. Details are down below in the description. And of course, don't forget, apart from anything else, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And we'll see you again very, very soon back here at Duxola Gaming and Elm Creek Farm. See you all later. Bye.